When I first met Chris and proposed to work on a coin project together, he claimed to have the most awesome idea in the world, a rock and roll skull fashioned after one of our many overlords. Honestly, I thought it was dumb. In my experience, negative coins never sell well. I thought it would be a dud, but I never thought the concept or design didn't belong to Chris. In January 2013, several months after Debt and Death coin sales closed, I received an email from Johan Kirsten, a man in Thailand who claimed original artistic ownership of the Debt and Death skull and shield and bullets designs. The email was so detailed, it was difficult to question its legitimacy. It was well written, respectful, and courteous. It got my attention. Of course, it could have been a scam, and so I asked Chris for his side of the story. Chris acknowledged Johan's existence, but denied Johan played an active role in developing the art. Editor's note, interestingly enough, Chris admits that 2 artists and another sculptress were brought in to develop the final design. Always interested in quickly finding resolutions to reasonable disagreements, I encouraged Chris to find out what we could do to make Johan happy and avoid unnecessary litigation. After all, Chris and I made plenty of profit on the design that we could afford to pay something reasonable to the original artist for his contribution. Johan requested a fee that I considered fair, based on what we pay other artists that work on other projects for us. Chris refused to allow us to settle with Johan. The email chain went back and forth for months. What's interesting in the exchange is Chris's arrogant tone. I can't imagine what Johan may have done to deserve to be talked to like that. It wasn't clear to me who was right in the matter until I had the misfortune to see for myself just how Chris treated this person, who, for my judgment, at least had a reasonable claim. Of course, as you may quickly mention, the final coin is significantly different from the original art created by Johan. But the final coin wasn't created by Chris either. Chris worked with AOCS artist Mike Berman to make a few updates from Johan's original art, specifically replacing Alexander Hamilton with Lord Rothschild, adding arrows, and a weird picture frame background. My contract artist made the changes, and I sent the final art to our engraver to cut the dies. The dies were sent to Old Glory for minting. After many weeks, I received the first sample of the coin, and it was clear that the design did not work at all. Knowing that customers were beginning to lose their patience, I quickly engaged sculptress Heidi Wastwheat to fix the problem. I provided her with what we had so far and encouraged her to transpose basic elements and exercise creative control over the balance of the design. I paid her in full for both the Debt and Death sculpt as well as her revised shield and bullet sculpt. In the end, the final Debt and Death coin was a collaborative effort of Johan, Mike Berman, Chris Duane, and Heidi Wastwheat. Since I had already paid Mike for his time, and Heidi for her sculpts, and the engraving company for their work, I reached out to Johan to see if Chris had actually followed through on his word to take care of him. Not surprisingly, he did not. Here is the full and complete exchange between me and Johan working out a deal to license his part of the design process. I ended up taking care of Johan myself. While the ending of the story is obvious, pay close attention to the concern and courtesy displayed in the email. It is exactly what you should expect from men of character.